One thing with grieving that I wish, I wish it was a quick process. Yeah. You go through waves, ups and downs, and even though it's not as bad as in the beginning, because, you're adjusting to life and you're establishing a new normal. But all in all, I just wish that it was quick. um, in the season that I'm in is God was telling me, okay, we say, not even God was saying that. He did say it. But let me say this first. We tend to say to people, when you lose someone, and it's just a habit of us to say that, especially those that have not really experienced a great loss, is, keep the memory alive, you know? And we're like, yeah, we keep the memory alive. But sometimes in the memory causes you to grieve even more, hurts even more, makes you miss them. Makes you miss them. And one of the things that God was saying to me was, it's I have to let him go. In order for me to really move on in life, I keep him in my heart, but I have to let him go. And sometimes we don't want to, because we're still struggling with the adjustment of where we're at. Like, why am I here? Type thing. And one thing I realized is that sometimes, which we tend to do, just in general, has nothing to do with grieving, but our past is still dictating our present and our future. And sometimes we have to let go of the past in order to step into the future. But sometimes it's hard to let go of someone that you love so much. And then you got to open up your heart to other people, because there is somebody else out there, but you just got to be able to step into it. I had went to just before 2024 started, I went to a Cindy Trium conference, which is in Atlanta. She has one every year. It's called End Your Year Strong conference. And this one here I had went to, and I ended up talking to her husband. I wanted to talk to our husband. They pray over you, and what do you want to know, and they give you advice, or if there is a prophetic word of some kind, they give it to you and stuff like that. But I really wanted to talk to our husband, which is Russell Tomlinson, and he actually knew my in-laws, knew my husband, and I met me, because through them we went to his church down here in Florida. And I really wanted to talk to him because he lost his wife to an illness. And it took him some time, but then he remarried, and he remarried Cindy Tram. And I wanted to ask, when did he know it was time? And time to move on, and first he asked me, and I got a chance to. It was so great that God kind of aligned that up for me to talk to him. And he said that, do you know who the guy is? I said, no. I saw somebody in my dreams, but the face was muffled, but I don't know who he is. And he says, well, before you allow someone to come into your life, you should be whole. And he said some other stuff, and I really pondered on that. Like, am I whole? I feel good. I feel good. I think I'm ready, And I quickly realized in 2024 that I'm really not. So, hence the reason why God was really loving on me the way that he was, and it made sense. And I was struggling in letting my husband go. Yeah, I was struggling. I was struggling at the fact that I was stepping into a season where I would need to let him go in order for someone else to step in. And it was a struggle. It was a struggle. And that's something that we tend to go through, is keeping the memory alive, but also letting it go, so then you can step into the new. And yeah, I'm still letting go, piece by piece, still keeping the memory. I still miss him. One thing, especially in talking to different people, I said I'm trying to open up myself to at least have a conversation, right? But through that, it just makes me think of how much people have changed today. Women have become very strong. And it's almost like a lot of men have become weak. Why is that? And strong women look for a strong masculine man. One that knows that they could be safe with them. And one thing my husband used to say is, my shoulders are broad enough for you to lean upon. Lean on me. And he knew that I'm not a type of person that centered my whole life around him. And I don't think I've ever really done that. But it's nice to know that I have those strong shoulders to come home to, those big arms to wrap their hands around me and let me know that I'm safe. He's my protector. He represents who God is. He represents who God is in the household, And I learned to lean upon him when I needed to. All the times he was going through stuff and I couldn't lean on him. And I had to be strong enough for him. But that's a marriage, right? You're a team. And if you understand team, you always do things together. I miss my team. But I'm still learning. I'm still blooming. I'm still growing. But I just wanted to share a quick tidbit about sometimes we just have to let go of the past in order to step into the future. Take that for today. And just know that whenever you talk to someone that it has had a loss and that is grieving, keeping the memory alive is hurtful. It's a struggle. To just kind of be their encouragement to know that they will get past this. They will be strong enough to overcome it and establish a new normal, but also they'll be able to keep that memory in their hearts without it being painful and hurtful. Yeah? Until the next time.